Well, it's kind of a blustery afternoon, and there are a lot of clouds moving in, which makes it nice and cool. It's probably in the low 80s, and there's a cool wind, which makes it lovely driving. And Honey is having a lovely time out here. We've actually picked up a stronger working trot. It's not a strong trot, but it's a working trot with some impulsion. And so I'm very pleased with that. She's learning slow trot. She's doing well at her stops on the side, standing on the side of the road. And what else? She decided she wanted to go out in the wheat field, so we did that. She didn't like that at all and happily came back up on the road. So here we go. Honey, working trot. She is very willing. She's very happy to go. She's not fighting me for speed. She's just happily moving along. We drove the poles when we were back at the house. Brennan's pole bending course. We do it one direction or the other. And she did a marvelous job. I have to tell you, she's going with her head bent left now. All the way out here, she was going with her head bent to the right. Babies. They're fun. You learn to get along with them. We'll get up here and she's not going to like the looks of the culverts on either side of the road. She says it's kind of scary looking. I don't blame her. They aren't very comforting looking. Look kind of like a big old snake lying there. All right, let's come back to the right. They've been harvesting wheat out here, and there are places where there's just a pile of wheat across the ground. She doesn't think that's so cool. No, we are not going into the field. What was that? No clue. Yep, there's another culvert. Scary looking things. She didn't get out on Thursday or yesterday. So this is a couple of days of fresh and cooler weather, which also makes them fresh. And I'm very, very pleased with how well she's doing. She's funny. She gets out on the cross ties and first thing she says is, "Get some fly spray on me now." And none of them really like the ear nets, but they sure like the lack of bugs in their ears, so they're willing to let me put them on. Nope, you've got to move back over so I'm not tipped. Good girl. That was a pile of strange-looking plants in her book. That's okay. Her book is the one that matters. The ending is the one written by me. But she gets to have pages in the middle, telling me things that she's afraid of and things that she likes. So we work on those things. And yes, she wears a side check. She also wears a martingale, because some of her early training stuff proved that she was not totally cooperative. Back over on the road, Missy. And that's just the kind of an afternoon where everybody else is at home and relaxed. And we've had no vehicles to deal with. That'll come later. That's a girl. They often don't like the looks of those funny things. They're markers where the gas lines are. So we're going to come to a corner. Excuse me, walk on. Walk on. They don't usually get to stop to poop. But since my hands were tied up, she got away with it. What a good girl. Walk on. Walk on. This seems downright pleasant since, let's see, Thursday we drove to Colorado. Katie and I did. She had her doctor's appointment Friday morning. He said, time to throw away the crutches and throw away the walker and get to moving. So that's what she's doing at this point. I said, how about horseback riding? And he said, you bet, that'd be great. So she's back at the barn saddling up her horse. When they're little, they learn to walk around their corners, especially the ones that are headed toward home. And as you see, she's already very good about letting me get her tail out from under the rein, or the rein out from under her tail. Honey. Sorry. Honey. Working trot. I give them a command. I give them their name, the command, and then I cluck or kiss to them, depending on what my mouth will do that day. And then is when I expect them to execute. I did that with Bonnie John, and years ago we were at a horse show, and I had not clucked to him to execute the gate, and somebody opened a little gate on the side of the arena and stepped into the arena right in front of him. And had I clucked, or had he gone ahead without my